Alright everyone, it finally came in. Wilderness Systems heavy duty kayak cart. This is the one without the balloon wheels, but I'm gonna go ahead and unbox it for y'all, show y'all how to build it, and then we'll test it on my kayak, which is a Vibe Shearwater 125. The reason I got this cart is because the one I had before, it would always slip off of the hole. No matter what I did, I would cinch it down really good, and then like I would try to do some turn where I'd have to like turn in place or something, and it would just slip off. And that kayak is really heavy. It was really difficult to lug around unless you got friends. So we're gonna see if this works for it. I think it will, but truthfully it was a pretty penny. But let's go ahead and get cutting it open. So Amazon did a pretty good job getting it locked down. I want to make sure I don't break this box. Alright, so she pops open like that. It's quite big actually, so it's quite the size. The bumps run the entire length of the box, so let's get those out. There's one. Oh yeah, I can already tell this is going to be much better. So we'll just set that one aside. This is the axle right here. It's packaged really well too. They got protective foam everywhere up in here. Alright, let's get this out of here. There is a cap in here though. Let's see what it's for. I don't know what this is for. Suppose we'll find out. Ah, here it is. It was on this right here. It's like a little protective cover for this nut, so should go back on. There it goes. It's just like a little cover. It ain't nothing crazy. And lastly, up in here we got the wheels, and they gave us some cam straps. So let's get these. These are some real hefty wheels, y'all. These things are massive. They are airless, so just some hard plastic here. It's not rubberized or anything. I know it looks kind of rubberized online, but it's definitely just hard plastic. Now it's got some good tread though, and these are very wide wheels. This is going to be very good. Set those over there, and then we just got the other one here. Very solid. And then we have a box or a bag of just some other accessories. We've got the blocks here, a cam strap. I wonder if it came with two cam strap or if it's one. And this bag is actually stapled, like it's zipped, but then it's also stapled. Let's see, we got some T-nuts. They are plastic reinforced. Feels like nylon. We've got 4 of these bolts here. This is what's going to mount to our axle, mount to the bumps, and then mount to these blocks ultimately. Let's see how many straps they gave us. This is one cam strap here. Pretty nice. I mean, it's just the old cam buckle, but it does have like a leatherish like stay. I guess that's to protect it, like whenever it's on the hull of your kayak, with kind of like a suede back, and it's Wilderness Systems branded, so it's got their logo and stuff. We'll set those aside. We'll mess with these whenever we actually get it on the kayak. Alright, we got some instructions. I'll show you what they say. So they kind of just tell you what it comes with. So you can see the components. It's got 2 brackets, 2 wheels, which I have those, 2 mounting blocks, 2 sets, main axle shaft, axle tubes, which we'll probably have to look for those. I imagine they're all with the axle, but T-nuts, bolts, axle clips, wheel clips. The rest I hope is in this bag, honestly, but it might all be with the axle already just built onto it. They kind of tell you can mount it in the low setting or the high setting. For me, I'm probably going to do the high setting just because I don't like to bend down super hard, like hunch, whenever I'm moving the kayak. So the high setting should be good for it. Nothing on the back. Alright, let's get out these blocks. Their shipping and packaging department. And then these are just some hard plastic blocks, very stout. These are really stout. And the bag, it doesn't say nothing, it just says warning, plastic bag can kill you if you try if you put it over your head. Just the simple stuff. Alright, so I'm gonna get this built. I'm gonna get all my parts organized, and then I'll get it built for y'all on camera. Alright, I've got all my pieces here in front of me. We're gonna get to building it. There isn't really any clear-cut instructions on how to do it other than the picture that I showed you earlier, but it's pretty self-explanatory. A lot of these things are very symmetrical, so I'm gonna start with these bumps. I'm gonna have these facing out, these black protectors, just because I think it'll look better. So we're going to start with the axle. We've got some nice measurements up here so you can duplicate a width. I haven't sized this up for my kayak yet, so we're just going to kind of guess. And then you'll notice there's 4 clips on this axle. Like, you have this outside one, which is what's going to retain your wheel. You have this one here, which if you open it up, you just push straight up, it unlocks it. You can pull this clip down and you can actually extend this axle, and then there's another hole that it'll line up with, and you can actually make this cart wider, have a wider track width. I imagine it can be done on the other side too, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to build it in this stock configuration. So put this axle clip back in there. And if you ain't careful, it can bite you, so just, there you go. But let's get started. I'm gonna have this logo facing up, and then yeah, I'll probably do it like this. Yeah, I'll have it built like this. So you're gonna start with your blocks. Doesn't quite matter which side you use. I'm gonna go off of this big taper right here as like the inside mark for me. They're both symmetrical, so it doesn't matter which side is up, which side is down. Just kind of clap them together like that. And then I'm gonna do the same over here. Go to, let's see which mark I used. I used this mark right here. And they just pressure fit in like so. And then now we're actually going to get them tightened up. You're going to run this bolt straight through the bottom, and it's got like a little groove for it to index into. You're going to do that to both sides. And this is actually going to be the platform for our bump stops to rest on. So I'm going to set those down for now. And you just index these straight through, like so. And I am building it in the high setting, so I'm going to index it this way. Take your T-nuts, throw them on top. And then I'm just going to get them sort of tight right now. They're going to have to be tightened on both sides, just because the clamping force won't be really equal. And this thing threads for a while, honestly. It goes for a little bit. Alright, now it's tight. Let's get this one tight. That one's good. Go over to this side. Just want to make sure y'all can see, not like obscuring everything. It screws in exactly the way you think it would. It just twist her on in there. There she goes. And last step, we're just gonna get the wheels on here, and it'll be easy peasy. Just take your clip, open it up, pull it straight up, take your wheel, push it on down, clip goes back in. That's all there is to that, really. That's it. Like, it's built. And this thing is very stout, y'all. This thing is huge. I have no doubt this thing is going to work great for my kayak, so I'm going to show y'all how it works in a second. Alright, I finally got it on the cart. This is my Vibe Shearwater 125. It's a 12.5 foot long boat, weighs about 105 pounds, fully set up. And let me tell y'all, this was an absolute breeze getting it on, and is way more stable than my old cart. I'll show y'all my old cart in a little bit towards the end, but so it did come with 2 straps. I have one going through the front bump right here, and then the other one is going through the seat, kind of underneath the, it's like I got a little tackle storage on there. And the way I ran it down here is I have this first one underneath the first bump, and then this other one going through this tunnel here. I think I'm probably going to move this front one underneath this tunnel also, but let me just show y'all how it moves around. I just grab the front handle, and this is effortless. Like, this doesn't weigh anything now, and if I want to pull it, she goes easy. And this is the ultimate test here. I'm going to spin it 360 in a circle, and the cart is supposed to stay locked in to the hull design of this boat. So let's go ahead and just spin it. And you can just see it's just no problem. Like, it is not shifting, it is on there. You can push it, all that stuff. I'm gonna show y'all how I load it up real quick. Alright, so I've got the boat off the cart. Let me just show y'all kind of how this cart is set up. It doesn't have a kickstand, but the bump legs going across, they act as the kickstand for this this boat. So here's what we're gonna do. According to their instructions, you just bring it up next to the side, roughly around like the middle point of the kayak. For me, the heaviest spot is right underneath this seat and where it turns into this tank well. It is really heavy right here, so I want to center that weight on this cart. I'm gonna show y'all how easy it is. So I'm gonna go to the front. This boat weighs a ton, that's the problem. Just bring it over, center it over it, and just drop it on, and that's it. Now it's locked in, like it's not going anywhere. I'm gonna go ahead and run the straps on it, just show you the full shebang. All right, we're gonna go ahead and run the straps on this thing. I changed the spot. Last time I had it in front by this bump. I'm actually gonna go through this center tunnel on this cart. So I'm gonna take my first strap, run it through this handle underneath the seat. That's really it, y'all. That's all there is to that. And this cart is really stable. I feel like I could easily go a long way through the woods with it. Carry it like half a mile, won't even be anything. It's always easier to pull your kayak too than it is to push it. So when you can, always pull it. When you push it, you exert more energy on your body. And this thing is really stable for real. Like, you can do 360s with it. I found a good pivot point for it too, like just putting it right over the center. But yeah, I'll show y'all my old cart and then tell y'all what I think. Alright, so this is my old cart. I got it on Amazon. I think the company's like ABN. Got a little kickstand, some air wheels. But the problem is that this carriage right here is just, it just does not fit my kayak. No matter how I position it, it just won't stay locked in. And then there's no clear spot to actually, you know, cinch it up on. So this was just a big problem for me. If you have a lighter kayak, this is probably all you'll need. But for bigger fishing kayaks like this, Shearwater, other Wilderness Systems ones, a Hobie, Jackson, Bonafide, this is probably going to be your best bet. And I can already tell this is going to make a world of a difference for me, and I think it will for you too. It is a pretty penny. I got it off of Amazon, but I think this is going to make its money back, and it's just going to make the whole loading and unloading experience that much better. Yeah, I appreciate y'all watching this video. That's all I got for it. I'm going to post a lot more fishing content, kayak fishing, bank fishing, things like that. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and then subscribe to our channel. There'll be more content to come. Peace.